the submissions from the Chair.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, I don't know why this is becoming a serious matter. Normally, what happens here when we are processing these audit reports, there are issues of policy and there are issues of accountability. Normally, when issues of policy come, we invite the political wing to submit on those issues. And now, if we have the Lord Mayor and the technical wing, to me, I see that is as the authority. That's why I wanted to correct the impression of the Auditor General when he said in the law there is nowhere they say that they copy the Lord Mayor. When they say the authority, the position of the authority includes the Lord Mayor. And actually, the law provides that is the aid of the authority. So that means a copy that is sent to authority is the copy for all the authority members. But now, I know in this report, there are issues that definitely needs the response from the political wing. But there are also issues that needs the response from the technical wing. If in the wisdom of the Lord Mayor is not ready to submit on those issues that concerns him, I think this committee can give him time to go and prepare, as he said it was short notes, to go and prepare, and then we invite them another day to tackle the issues that the Lord Mayor has raised. Again, if in his wisdom thinks that what it is submitting is not really the clear picture of what is happening, he's still free because he's the political head of the authority. I can give you a scenario in the other audit.
Order. Yes.
Concluding. Mr. Chairman.
Chair, I'm still proceeding.
Chair, if I may make a request, because my understanding of this law which I read before you mandates me to account to council, to Parliament. I, as the Lord Mayor, am accountable to Parliament in as far as processing the recommendation of the Auditor General is concerned. This is section 58, subsection 11. They said the Lord Mayor and the Executive Director shall implement the recommendations and report to Parliament. If I may request, Mr. Chairman, I have no problem if that burden is now put on the shoulders of the accounting officer, and I'm absolved of any responsibility. And it goes on record that the Lord Mayor is exonerated and absolved from any responsibility to account to Parliament, and as far as the recommendations of the Auditor General are concerned, I will ask to be discharged, Mr. Chairman, because for me, I can't force myself here. But I know incompetence is one of the grounds that can cause the impeachment of the Lord Mayor. I can be impeached on this ground. If one raised it and said he never reported to Parliament on actions taken in regard to the audit queries raised by the Auditor General and recommendations, then I will have no answer. But if I can quote the minute and the report of this committee that no, Parliament said, you have no role in handling issues of accountability, that's a matter for the accounting officer.
Mr. Chairman, procedure.
So,
wouldn't it help the committee? Because
there is no conflict at all. Actually, the Act reinforces the provisions of the Constitution. This very Parliament made this Act to provide a mechanism on how to process the recommendations of the Auditor General. The mechanism was put in place. That once a report is raised, and the response has to be given by the authority. First of all, it's not true, Mr. Chairman, as submitted by the Office of the Auditor General, that the Office of the Lord Mayor is not entitled to a copy. Under Section 57, the authority is listed amongst the entities that are supposed to receive copies. And if you talk about the authority, go back to Section 11, who heads the authority. We have had this debate before, and it has been controversial. I'm glad you have noted that it is historical. We have had these issues. People are saying, who heads the authority? KCCA, who heads it? Is it the road mayor? Is it the executive director? Is it the minister? It has always been a controversial issue. So now, if the law says give a copy to the authority, does it mean you give it to the office of the executive director? So that is a fundamental issue. Again, the other issue which is of great concern, even if the accounting officer was to make these recommendations, submissions, with all due respect, and I have no issues at all, Mr. Chairman, even not a copy to the office of the Lord Mayor, not a copy of the response to Parliament. Secondly, the authority operates through its mechanisms and agencies, organs. There is the City Executive Committee, which Parliament put in place by way of an act here, by way of legislation. It is there, and I heard it. And this executive processes all these matters. So, Mr. Chairman, if we proceed like this, I have no issues. I have no, and I don't want to bog down the work of this committee. For me, I'm amenable to whatever decision is being made. If I'm allowed to make a comments off the cuff on the presentation by the ED, I have no problem. But it will look ugly. And the picture that will come out is that I'm fighting my dear sister here, which will not be so good. Because you have not harmonized. You have not internally processed this. It does no harm for us to do internal harmonization, even if I'm not here. She can present this and we all knit it up. I would comfortably sit here, Mr. Chairman, and say, we have sat as an institution, the accounting officer is going to present our position. And I sit back. But right now, proceeding the way, I'm amenable to the decision, I'm obedient, I'm amenable to the decision of Parliament. If when I'm discharged, I have no problem, that I have no role to play in these processes. But also proceeding with this report as presented by the ED, if I'm allowed also to critique it, I have no issues, I have no problem, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Motion, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, you are allowed.
Motion, Mr. Chairman. And bearing in mind that the committee should get all of the information, and the council being an entity that is given resources for disbursement, may I move that we adjourn and we give the road mayor and his team to sort out the issues and report back instead of having a clash of interests. I thank you.
Let me have members, are you supporting the motion? So no one is supporting. No, I am supporting. I am seconding the motion.
If we want to process this report properly, there is no way we can avoid giving them time, because the way I know the road mayor and you also know him, we will not proceed here. The ED will raise something, he will say, no, this is not like this. Then at the end of the day, we will waste time without concluding. So the idea of giving them time to go and sort out themselves is very important, and I support.
So
I strongly support the motion of the Honorable Kwizera.
Parliament, this committee is an extension of Parliament operations. Parliament, we don't work in anticipation. So are we proceeding well if my honorable member of Parliament is anticipating that since you know honorable, no, so you get it. So therefore I end.
So you are seconding the motion?
I end by seconding the motion. The rest of them talk.
But with
Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Back on this.
You second the
Chair. I just want to make a submission
on the
from my
motion.
experience. Yes, then you can give guidance. Mr. Chairman, I was
Honorable Itungo, let me guide on this. There is a motion on the floor.
Mr. Chairman, you see the motion is an ambush, and we are not here to surprise each other. No, Mr. Chairman, today in this committee, the time I've been here is the only day I'm seeing the road mayor seated with the accounting officer meeting this committee.
No. Let me clarify on that.
let me conclude.
The last meeting we had, the road mayor was here with the former ED.
Chair,
So that's not right.
Chair, on my side, I remember in one of the meetings, we invited the road mayor and the team. We made them separate from this team. Now, what the members are saying, that the road mayor and the executive director may start exchanging before this committee. What I wanted the chair to know through you is where the road mayor is, from what he has seen and what has been discussed, whether he is comfortable to remain in this meeting or whether he should be given an opportunity to go and make his presentation and then we'll meet another day, Mr. Chairman.
Sure?
Chair, I don't.
You don't. So
Chair, you know, it's like forcing marriage. I just want to hear from the ED that what the road mayor is suggesting and what my member is suggesting here, that yes, we give them time, they go and harmonize. How about if we force them to get out when they are not willing to meet? No. Which law? You have just come to Parliament, I'm educating you. I want the ED to say.
okay.
So, I would like to assure you and members that in KCCA we always meet with the Lord Mayor. And as I said, all the previous reports which came earlier have been processed even through SEC. So it will not be the first time we are meeting.
Okay. It must be telling us, are you comfortable going back, having a consultation with the road mayor, and you come and present as a team, so that it is a response of KCCA and there is no uncoordinated movement. Are you comfortable with that?
Thank you, Chair. Taking this report to be looked into by the executive committee, as a technical wing, we have no problem with that.
Okay. How long it will take for them to go through it and then we get back to this, because they might go through it forever, yet we need them here ASAP.
Let me have Lord Mayor.
Chair, I can confirm he here will not hide any information relating to these issues from SEC. Indeed, every time we have sat, the reports have been made. It's only that this time around we have not had the opportunity to discuss this. And my request, Mr. Chair, if we could be given the shortest adjournment possible, because we're also interested in some, personally, for example, if I may point out one issue, the audit query relating to Cosase. It's very, very urgent about the cracks, and there is also an imminent danger at Cosase. So I wouldn't be part of anything like a procrastination on this issue. So if we are to be given just 1 week,
Yes. Let me consult with my clerk at what according to our schedule, because we have already the schedule, the meeting we have to have, which we can have clerk. Just a minute, as my clerk can see the date we can fix. Microphone, it's okay. Lord Mayor, the Executive Director, and the whole team, we are going to have, we are going to communicate to you, but it's not going to, it won't go more than 5 days from now. And they may hope on that day of the meeting, will be in harmonization so that we can proceed, because as Cosase we are behind schedule and we are late. We have to present before Parliament in time. So now the work for Cosase is not moving in the right direction because of the delay, because of internal inefficiency in the authority. So we urge you to harmonize in time so that we can the committee can proceed. But I thank you, members. The request?
Yeah, I request
Here will not hide any information relating to these issues from SEC. Indeed, every time we have sat, the reports have been made. It's only that this time around we have not had the opportunity to discuss this. And my request, Mr. Chair, if we could be given the shortest adjournment possible, because we're also interested in some, personally, for example, if I may point out one issue, the audit query relating to Citez. It's very, very urgent about the cracks, and there is also an imminent danger at Citez. So I wouldn't be part of anything like a procrastination on this issue. So if we were to be given just 1 week,
Yes. Let me consult with my clerk at what according to our schedule, because we have already the schedule, the meeting we have to have, which we can have. Clerk. Just a minute, as my clerk can see the date we can fix. Lord Mayor and the Executive Director and the whole team, we are going to have, we are going to communicate to you, but it's not going to, it won't go more than 5 days from now. And they may hope on that day of the meeting will be in harmonization so that we can proceed, because as Cosase we are behind schedule and we are late. We have to present before Parliament in time. So now the work for Cosase is not moving in the right direction because of the delay, because of internal inefficiency in the authority. So we urge you to harmonize in time so that we can the committee can proceed. But I thank you, members. The request?
Yeah, I request this of the Lord Mayor, because you can send it and they give it to him just 2 hours to the meeting. Please. That's my request. Thank you.
I thank you, Chair and honorable members, for your indulgence and for accommodating us. We are sorry for what has transpired, because now we would be delving into the details, but we regret the inconveniences you had to suffer, Mr. Chairman. And we also appreciate that you have given us a short adjournment, because there are matters which are very, very urgent, like a decommissioning of Chitezi, and also implementing the interventions in as far as disaster preparedness is concerned, as well as dealing with solid waste management, which we consider to be very, very urgent in nature, and they require the attention of Parliament, actual intervention of Parliament. Otherwise, we thank you very much. We are going to put our house in order and come up with a comprehensive report.
ED.
Chairperson and members, this week will give us time to harmonize, but also when we come next, Chairperson, we will request that at that time you will categorically guide on how we are to comply with Article 90, 166, and then the provision of the act that we process through the city park and come here to report on action taken on recommendations of the city park. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let the ED write to Attorney General,
Okay.
not the committee.
Very well noted. KCCA for the engagement we have had this institution and therefore adjourn this meeting. Thank you.